Pioneer fans, Pioneer Varsity Field Hockey is live and on the air. We are here at Hollway Field where it is Pioneer taking on the Dexter Dreadnoughts as both the JV teams, both JV Purple and JV White, won their games. Now the varsity squad looking to try and get a big win here versus Dexter. So far, the games back on the 26th of last month, it was 3-2 win versus Saline. On the 28th of last month, it was a 6-0 win over Huron. Now, the next game is actually going to be on the road. That's going to be Friday over in Shaker Heights. That's a 3 o'clock game over in Ohio. So if you're in that area, check it out. I had some my old stomping grounds. I lived in Cleveland for a couple of years. And then the next home game is going to be Sunday at 11 a.m. here at Hollway Field. So you can certainly mark that on your calendar. Taking a look at Dexter, couldn't pull them up on the league website. For some reason that wasn't working for me to see their schedule, but it is always a tough game between these squads, as they've had a couple battles for championships back when it was back when they were both in division, back when they were both in the same division. And I'm going to play just a couple messages from the MHSA. There we go. Okay, got our scoreboard working again there. Hopefully that'll pick that up in just a moment as we're going to get going. They're doing stick checks right now. And then we will hop on with, let's turn it over to John.
And our Pioneer High School, its athletics department, and its field hockey program are pleased to welcome the players, coaches, parents, students, alumni, and fans of the Dexter Dreadnoughts to tonight's match against your Ann Arbor Pioneer Pioneers. Let's meet the participants. First, for Dexter, number 2, Avery Scheid. Number 3, Ella Graybill. Number 4, Charlotte Wetzel. Number 5, Aiden Weinman. Number 7, Sophia Boucher. Number 9, Allison St. Amour. Number 11, Addison Zogay. Number 12, Kylan Clare. Number 13, Daphne Grant. Number 14, Olivia Krofchik. Number 15, Lillian Mitchell. Number 15, Vivian Hoffman. Number 18, Elise Liu. Number 19, Jillian Lamaran. Number 22, Madeline Walsh. Number 25, Claire Dubuque. Number 26, Kendra Conklin. And number 88, Audrey Owen-Smith. The head coach of Dexter is Keely Tamer, assisted by Amy Binder-Roth and Joy Hook. Oh yeah, and now your Pioneers, here they are. Number 2, Zoe Schuckman. Number 4, Lena Hammerman. Number 5, Grace Grabowski. Number 6, Ann McGowan. Number 7, Maggie Lamb. Number 8, Sophia Jimenez. Number 9, Maya Hammerman. Number 10, Lily Solden. Number 11, Megan Cole. Number 13, Gabby Holden. Number 14, it's Nina Bonenberger. Number 15, Izzy Sutton. Number 16, Maren Brady. Number 17, Lillian Schultz. Number 18, Olivia Rollins. Number 19, June Golban. Number 20, Peyton Peters. Number 21, Mackenzie Steitman. Number 24, Clara Jones. Number 25, Lily Boardman. Number 26, Alexis Hayes. Number 28, Lucy Peekert. Number 33, Esau Park. And number 44, Bridget Schaefer. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you rise now. Remove all caps for the singing of the national anthem by Dan Bonenberger.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Fantastic rendition of the Star Spangled Banner from the press box here. Gotta love that. As appreciate that when you don't have a nice recording. Pioneer gathering around the goal to our right. Pioneer going from right to left here in this first quarter. Pioneer is in there. Purple jersey, so they have the white tops with the purple numbers on the back, and they have the purple skirts and the white socks. Pioneer on the front in block lettering with the number in purple on the front. Goalies are wearing their pink jerseys. And it looks like
The Pioneer coaches to you. Of course, headed by head coach Jane Nixon and assisted by Katie Baye, Kate Henry.
Looks like Pioneer's actually going to start off going from left to right, forgive me. Park running down to the goal to our left. Dexter is in their maroon tops and the black skirts, black socks. They're going from right to left.
On the field today are officials and
Should be Owen Smith, I believe, in goal. So here comes Owen Smith running down towards the goal to our right, carrying all the protective gear if there's a corner down there. So they load up the keeper as she runs down the pitch. Getting set up over to our right. 15 minutes up on the clock, getting ready for the center hit. Solden with it right on the blockades, and we are underway. That's sent back over as Grabowski sends it over onto the far wing. Ball knocked around, and that will go out the far sideline. Trying to get to it is Graybill, but that will be Pioneer with it. That's going to move back by McGowan. McGowan feeds it back over on that far sideline now. Rollins with it. Rollins sends it towards the middle of the pitch over on the near side to Sutton. Sutton coming up the near sideline. That over. Battle with it by Piekert. Piekert will restart on her own side of, or on the Dexter side of the 50. That's going to be a restart by Pioneer as Jones trying to send it ahead, but they'll have her come back as Piekert will take that all the way back, just 5 yards over midfield. That moved back to the defense. Picking up now back over onto the near sideline. Trying to feed it ahead is Piekert. Piekert battling. Pair of Dexter defenders, and that will be Dexter with the restart. Just grabbing it there is going to be Zogabe. Zogabe moves it back over to defense, picking that up, trying to steal it away is Kolb. Kolb moves it over to Solden. Solden coming down, and there's a whistle. That will be a restart for Dexter. 13:33 left to go here. No score thus far as Grant brings it up the near wing. Grant has that poked away. Peekert trying to get it past Grant. There's a whistle. Peekert with the restart. Now that fed all the way through traffic over to Solden. Solden cuts towards the middle of the field. Solden trying to go between the hash marks. Solden on that far side trying to get into the shooter's circle. That tipped away. That will be Dexter, who now brings it up the far wing. That's sent ahead by Grant. Right towards midfield. Pulling it away down there is Weinman. Weinman bringing it all the way down. And will go out the far sideline. Rollins with it. Rollins moves it back onto the defensive side for Pioneer. And stolen away. Here comes Grabowski. Grabowski in the middle of the field, just over midfield. Here comes Solden. Solden launches it down. Kolb chasing it down the far wing. Kolb on the far sideline. Kolb trying to get herself around Lemerod. Whistle there. That comes out for a 16-yard hit for Dexter. 12:18 left to go. So that's launched down the far sideline. Rollins trying to get to it. That goes out the far sideline. Rollins will have it again just over the 50. Sends it back over on that far side. I believe that was Brady who sends it back over to Jimenez. Jimenez over to Sutton on the near side. Sutton bringing it up the near sideline. Knocked down by Dexter. So they try and feed it ahead. Grabbed there by Dubuque. Whistle. That ball just inside the attacking zone here. As Grant feeds it back towards midfield, gathered up there by Zugabe. Zugabe trying to get it back to Grant, then flowing over. Picking it up back over there is Dubuque. Whistle, and that's going to be Pioneer's ball. As Pioneer brings it ahead. Knocked down, picked back up. Peekert trying to feed it through traffic. That comes right on the near sideline. Grabbed there by Zugabe. Zugabe heads towards the center of the field. Zugabe racing down the near wing. Zugabe trying to get into the shooter's box. Now coming over there is Dubuque. Dubuque trying to work her way towards the goal. Battle there, Jimenez.
Corner for Dexter.
Trying to knock that away. That turns into a corner for Dexter. Pioneer will have 4 players get suited up and get into the goal. And it looks like that's going to be Weinman who will inbound it over on the near side of the goal. Weinman sends it all the way over top of the shooter's circle. That fed over, shot there, as that was St. Amour.
Correction on the inbound play. Aiden Weinman was the pusher.
And it's out to a 16-yard hit for Pioneer. Over onto the near wing. Now ahead to Jones. Jones taking up the near sideline. Jones racing towards midfield. Whistle there. It's going to go back over to Dexter. As Zugabe has it. Zugabe feeds it all the way across the field. Racing over to get it is Graybill. Graybill. That goes out the far sideline. Rollins will have it over there. 9:52 left to go here in a scoreless first quarter. Rollins will get set up on the far sideline. Rollins looks down the field, trying to feed it to Grabowski. Grabowski coming up that far wing. Grabowski trying to get it towards midfield. That knocked away. Racing the other direction is Graybill. Solden trying to steal it away from Graybill. Solden now feeds it up the field, but that's a whistle. It's going to be Dexter on the restart. They're going to go right over, just over midfield. Taken back over on that far side. Mitchell with it. Down on the far sideline. Rollins trying to knock that away. That's going to be a restart for Dexter. Moved over is that St. Amour. Moves it back. Just in front of the Dexter bench. Graybill. It's Rollins steals it away. Rollins up the far sideline. Rollins for Pioneer heading towards midfield. Rollins Puts it out in front. Here comes Solden. Solden racing down that far wing. Solden trying to get away. That ball knocked back, and that's going to be a defensive play back there by Grant, and that's going to turn into a corner for Pioneer at 8:35 here in the first. Grabowski over.
Grace Grabowski will have the ball.
She gets set up on the far side of the goal, ready to inbound it. Grabowski gets it back. Jimenez into the shooter's circle, and that's going to turn into a 16-yard hit for Dexter. Here, 8:05 left to go here in the first. Dexter brings it out to the 16 as Lemerod has it there. Solden and Jones creeping up and fired in along the far sideline. Ahead over to Huffman. Battle for it there. Pioneer trying to steal it away. And here comes Dexter the other direction. Rollins trying to get a piece of it. And that brought ahead. Coming down with that is Claire. That ball right on the far sideline. Dexter to restart right over the 50-yard line. Tipped by Solden. That goes out the far sideline. Again, that's going to be Huffman with it on the far sideline right in front of the scorer's tent there. Huffman trying to get it past. Now bringing it ahead down there is Sinamore. Now we'll go all the way out the end line. That ball will come all the way back out. Dexter controls. On the offensive side, racing ahead with it is Mitchell. Mitchell. And tipped out the far sideline. That will stay Dexter's ball. Mitchell has it on the far sideline looking to her left. Now Mitchell trying to flick it over. Grabbed over there by Scheib. Now Pioneers ball. That goes out the far sideline. 6:24 left to go here in the first. Still scoreless. Rollins has it on the far sideline, trying to feed it ahead. And launch. Solden trying to get to it. Sent right back by Dexter. Now grabbed up. Here comes Grabowski. Over to Solden. Solden over midfield. Solden feeds it all the way ahead. That grab now trying to come in with it is Boardman. Boardman sends it back in the shooter's circle, but that's stolen away by Zogabe. Zogabe launches it all the way down towards midfield. Picked up there. Here comes Dexter racing ahead with his Krofchek. Krofchek all the way down that far sideline. Trying to get in the way is Brady. Brady trying to get that tipped. That's going to be a restart by Dexter. Krofchek on that far sideline. Krofchek trying to get through traffic. That into the shooter's circle. As Jimenez was trying to steal that away, that will come right back out to Dexter. As that was hit, trying to steal away. Here comes Solden. Solden rockets it ahead. That all the way down into the shooter's circle, and they'll just let that go as Owen Smith just let it go out the end line. That will be a 16-yard hit for Dexter. 5 minutes left to go here in the first. Scoreless so far. Mitchell right up the middle. That deflects over onto the near side.
Odin, number 13 now in.
Grant rolls that right over. That's going to be Lamarad. Lifted up high. Now brought down by Scheib. Scheib onto the near sideline. Grant trying to feed it ahead. Knocked away by Pioneer. Ahead, trying to get it to Piekert. That deflected out off of Dexter, out the near sideline. Sutton with it on the near sideline. Sutton trying to get it through traffic. Knocked down right there by Grant. Grant trying to bring it ahead. Racing over. Grabbed and fed. That ball grabbed by Dexter. Grant on the near sideline. All the way back over to Zogabe. Zogabe Moves it over to Claire. Claire on her own defensive side. Claire, pressure coming. Puts it on the far sideline. Trying to sneak ahead with it. Dexter sweeps it over to Scheib. Scheib coming down the middle of the field. Stolen away by Grabowski. Grabowski trying to move it onto the far sideline. Here comes Pioneer. Jones coming down the far sideline over the 50. Jones racing ahead with it. Feeds it all the way down. That grabbed on the far sideline. Centering attempt, Jones into the shooter circle. Jones spinning with it. Jones with a shot. That comes wide to the near side.
Corner, Pioneer.
That's going to be a corner earned by Pioneer here at 3:10 left to go here in the first. Dexter gets suited up with her protective gear and gets set in the goal. Grabowski goes over to the corner spot on the far side of the goal.
There's Grabowski.
Grabowski sends it over to Solden, top of the shooter circle. Solden firing it. There's a whistle. Jones trying to get to it outside the shooter circle on the far side. Now Solden has it. Solden looking for a cross. Knocked down as there's a whistle. And it's going to turn into a 16-yard hit for Dexter. 2:24 left to go here in a scoreless battle in the first. So the ball, they had a ball over on the near side. That's swept out the near sideline. So they'll grab that and they'll restart over onto the far side on that far wing. Dexter sends it, their own shooting circle, moving it over to Mitchell. Mitchell, that tips down and out the near sideline. Piekert has it set on the near sideline for Pioneer. Piekert sends it all the way down the near sideline, knocked away by Dexter. They bring it, trying to get it out of their own defensive zone. Picked up back there. Brady with it. Brady trying to move it over, but that's stolen away. Here comes Dexter down the near sideline with it is Dubuque. Dubuque racing ahead. Dubuque still has it, coming down, trying to get away from three Pioneer players, and tipped away, and here comes Pioneer. Racing ahead with it. Grabowski sweeps it, and grabbed over by Zugabe. Zugabe sends it all the way across, grabbed by St. Amour. St. Amour over the 50. St. Amour puts it down onto the far sideline, and Dexter can't control that. Goes out the far sideline. That will be Pioneer who will have it just in front of the Dexter bench, or just by the Dexter bench on that far sideline. Rollins gets set there. 1 minute left here in the first scoreless game as Grabowski trying to get past traffic. Three different Dexter defenders. There's a whistle. Restart there by Grabowski as she sweeps it ahead. Here comes Solden. Solden down the far sideline. Solden trying to get away as she's battling back there with Mitchell. Poked away by Dexter, but a whistle. Zugabe trying to get that away. Here comes Pioneer. Right into the shooter's circle. Solden trying to get it away. That tipped back. Solden still trying to get to it. There's a whistle. That's going to turn into a 16-yard hit for Dexter. 22 seconds left to go here in the first. Dexter fires it all the way down the far sideline. Racing back. I believe that's Krofcheck over there trying to get to it. Pioneer trying to pull that away. As that would be Brady over on that far side. Knocked down as Jones had it, but here's a whistle, and that is the end of the first. At the end of the first, it is 0-0. Pioneer and Dexter scoreless. Let's play a little message from the MHSAA, and we will be back with your second quarter action.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
All right, as we are had a little bit of scoreboard issue there, as now we'll have the clock coming out. 0-0 still here coming into the second. So we now have the clock on there. Alrighty, so 0-0 here. Coming into the second. 15 minutes up on the clock. That's sent back by Hoden. Picked up, now moved over onto the near wing. Fed ahead by Sutton. Now Solden onto the near sideline. That will be out off of Dexter. Sutton with it. Sutton coming up the near sideline, trying to feed it through traffic. Now over to Solden. Solden on the near wing. Solden trying to get it past Grant. That sent right back over to Sutton. Sutton pops it up high. That knocked down over there by Krofchek. Now trying to come in, racing in with it. Dubuque. Nice job taking that away, as that was Jimenez to put it all the way down. That tipped, and that will go out the near sideline. Pioneers ball. So that went off of a Dexter foot.
Number 9, Maya
Hoden
Hammerman, now in for the Pioneers.
Brings it back. Maya Hammerman now in for Pioneers. Solden has it on the near sideline. Lifts it up high. That knocked down by Zugabe. Zugabe tipped ahead by Dubuque. Now Pioneer with it. Pioneer trying to get right past Grant. As fed ahead there by Brady. Now Solden trying to get it into the shooter's circle. That tipped. Battle for it right on the goal line there, and a whistle as Hoden was battling right on that goal line. That will go out to a 16-yard hit. Still 0-0 here in the second. 13:28 left to go as Dexter bringing it all the way down the far sideline. Rollins has it there. Rollins for Pioneer. Trying to shift momentum. Rollins poked back away. Here comes Dexter the other direction. Rollins battling back there. Picked up, trying to feed it into the shooter's circle. So I believe that was Weinman with it.
Corner.
That is going to turn into a Dexter corner. As Pioneer gets all the gear on here. Weinman to take the corner. She's on the near side of the goal. Weinman sends it over on the near side of the shooter's circle. Shot there, pops up, and that's going to be a 16-yard hit, as that was Mitchell who fired it high, and it's going to come out. Jimenez has it. Jimenez up the center of the pitch. Now over to Rollins. Rollins on the far sideline. Rollins trying to move it ahead. Grabbed there by Jones. Jones and will go out the far sideline. Move back. Jones will have it now. Rollins will take it. Just over midfield. Rollins rolls it all the way back over to Brady. Brady sends it to Jimenez. Jimenez trying to feed it up the middle of the pitch. Brady racing over that tip back. Brady battling back over there with Scheib. Scheib trying to come away with it into shooter circle. Shot, and that goes in as number 2, Scheib, puts it in for Dexter. They take the 1-0 lead here in the second at 11:39. So Dexter has the lead. Pioneer. Grabowski moves it over onto the far wing. Trying to bring it up is Jones. That tipped out the far sideline. The Pioneer crowd trying to fire up their team as they want to get this game level. Ball over on the far side. Dexter with the restart. Brought ahead by Graybill. Whistle as that's coming down just shy of the goal line. Brady back there with some defense, pulling it away. Taking away from Krofchik. Dexter with it, top of the shooter circle. Trying to make their way. There's a shot that just goes wide. Shot there by Dubuque. That goes out the end line. 1-0. Dexter with the lead here in the second. 10:30 left to go as a 16-yard hit. Jimenez sends it over onto the far wing. Here comes Pioneer trying to race ahead with it is Jones. Jones will leave that ball there. Looks like Brady will restart. Just outside the far hash marks. Brady looks over to her left. Now Brady hits it up the middle. Here comes Grabowski. Grabowski moving between the hash marks. That's knocked down, pulled there by Grant. Grant headed the other direction. Down the near wing. Racing ahead with it is Dubuque. Dubuque stops, trying to cut towards the top of the shooter circle. Taken away by Sutton. Then Dubuque gets it back. Jimenez trying to steal it away. Jimenez, great defensive play. Trying to get away from Dubuque. Jimenez on that far sideline. Knocked down. Pioneer trying to bring it ahead as that's Solden. Knocked away by Zugabe. Here comes Pioneer racing ahead with it. Hoden has it. Hoden cuts towards the shooter circle. Hoden trying to get around a pair of Dexter players, and that's going to be a corner. So Hoden earns a corner for Pioneer. 1-0. It is Dexter with the lead. 9:21 left to go here in the second. Grabowski goes over to take the corner on the far side of the goal. Grabowski gets it to Solden, top of the shooter circle, over to Brady. Brady trying to work her way in, pops that up, and that is going to be a out to a 16-yard hit for Dexter. 8:45 left to go here before halftime. Dexter pulls it out. Lamarad has it. 16 yards away from the goal line. Lamarad gets it all the way over to Claire. Claire will send it down that far sideline and out. That should be Pioneer's ball on the far sideline. Pioneer starts off in the offensive zone. Jones has it. Jones trying to bring it towards the shooter circle. Flips over to Grabowski. Grabowski works between the hash marks. Grabowski now back on that far wing. Stolen away by Dexter. Rollins trying to get to it. Rollins sends it back right over midfield. Grabbed by Jimenez. Jimenez trying to avoid pressure by Dexter. That poked by Krofchik, but that will be a restart by Pioneer. 7:54 left to go here in the first. Jimenez over to Rollins on the far sideline. Rollins trying to get past traffic. That knocked away. Here comes Dexter bringing it ahead. That's Dubuque with it. That went right off of Jimenez. Jimenez all the way over on the near sideline, and that just slips out. That will be Dexter's ball on the near sideline as Grant will have it. 1-0, Dexter with the lead. 7:23 left to go here in the first. Back to Zugabe. Zugabe trying to get through traffic. As Graybill had it, there was a good battle there. That's going to go over to Grabowski. She hits it all the way down, racing back, trying to get to it, and that will go out. The end line, that will be Dexter's ball, as they'll have a 16-yard hit. 7 minutes left to go here before halftime. McGowan in for Pioneer. Zugabe sends it down the near wing. Pulled there by Grant. Grant has it knocked away. Trying to feed it ahead. Here comes Jones. Jones down the near sideline. Got that from Brady. Solden trying to get to it. That poked away. Solden restarting. Solden running towards the shooter's circle. Solden goes down. That turns into a 16-yard hit for Dexter. Dexter up the near wing. Poked by Jones. That'll be another restart there by Mitchell. Mitchell has it just in the midfield area. 6:22 left to go. And towards midfield, went off of a Pioneer shoe. That will be another restart for Mitchell. Let's bring it back over onto the near wing. Mitchell looks down the field. Now looks to her right. Mitchell moves it back. Now bringing it ahead. Sending it to Zugabe. That ball out the near sideline. That will be Dexter's ball. Zugabe will have it on her own side of the 50-yard line. Zugabe trying to move it over to Scheib. Scheib has that pulled away. Lamb trying to get to it. Now brought ahead. Tipped by Grabowski. That will be Pioneer on the restart. Grabowski will leave it there. Grabbed is swept over by Brady. Down. Jones has it. Jones trying to keep it in. Holds it on the goal line and couldn't quite do it. Valiant attempt, but couldn't quite hold it in the goal line. That will come out for a 16-yard hit for Dexter. 5:11 left to go before halftime. Good job coming over. Houghton had it, or Houghton had it, excuse me. And Houghton earns a corner for Pioneer with a good aggressive play, trying to take advantage of a moment of confusion for Dexter. $4:50 left to go here before halftime. 1-0. Dexter with the lead. Grabowski sends it top of the shooter circle. Solden has it there. Solden trying to send it through traffic, and that goes out for a 16-yard hit for Dexter. 4:15 left to go before halftime. Krofcheck in for Dexter. That's Mitchell who has it. Mitchell sending it down the far wing. Picked up there is Graybill. Graybill running down the far sideline. Trying to move it over. Taken away back there. Pioneer is McGowan with it. McGowan sweeps it ahead. Knocked down. That ball going towards the goal line. Racing back trying to get to it. Grabbing it is Mitchell. Mitchell puts it down the far wing, and that goes out the far sideline. It's going to be Dexter's ball. 3:30 left to go here before halftime. 1-0 Dexter with the lead. That's lifted high towards midfield. As back over to grab it. Brady moves it over to Sutton. Sutton trying to bring it ahead. Here comes Jones. Jones trying to get through traffic. Jones battling there with Zugabe. Restart for Jones. Jones down the near wing. Jones trying to get across. That's going to be Pioneer's ball. Jones on the near wing. Less than 3 minutes to go before halftime. Sutton has it. Sutton trying to cut down. Trying to get deeper down the field. Whistle. Sutton will restart just inside the near sideline. Sutton Trying to send it over to Jones. That tipped out off a Pioneer stick, out of bounds. Zugabe with it. Zugabe trying to feed it towards the center of the field. Scheib with it. Scheib sends it out. Rollins trying to steal it away. Rollins battling back there with Weinman. Restart for Pioneer as Grabowski puts it deep, trying to get to it in the corner. McGowan in the shooter's circle. McGowan just above the goal line. Back to Grabowski. Grabowski on that far wing. Grabowski heads up the field. Grabowski trying to work her way into the shooter's circle. And there's a whistle. Grabowski earns a corner. 2 minutes left to go before halftime. 1-0 Dexter with the lead. Pioneer with the big corner here, trying to get this game level before halftime. Grabowski will inbound the ball on the far side of the goal. So Grabowski gets the ball set. Dexter gets their protective gear on. There's the whistle. Grabowski sends it. Top of the shooter's circle over to Solden. Solden over onto the far side. Shot there. Knocked down. Trying to get to it is Hoden. Hoden battling there. Hoden trying to get a cross. Trying to pull that away. Back underneath is Grabowski. That goes out the end line. Out to a 16-yard hit for Dexter. Dexter's defense has been stout, especially as Pioneer gets in the shooter's circle. 1:08 left to go before halftime. The ball down on that far wing. Dexter trying to get it ahead. That towards midfield. Swept ahead. Stolen away by Rollins. Rollins trying to poke that back. Brought ahead by Krofchek. Krofchek back into the offensive zone. Krofchek coming down that far sideline. Rollins trying to get to it. There's a whistle. 40 seconds left to go before halftime. And that's going to be a corner for Dexter.
Dexter gets a corner.
Weinman again to bring the ball in on the near side of the goal. Weinman sends it top of the shooter circle. Moved over, trying to get to a big swing by Zugabe and just missed the ball. Here comes Pioneer quickly the other direction. The ball over onto the near wing. Battling back here is Claire. Claire trying to move it ahead, and that is halftime. So 1-0. Dexter has the lead. That was a goal at 11:39 in the second. I believe they actually said that was Huffman who got the goal. I know shooting originally was Scheib. So that's where we're at halftime. Let's play a few messages from the MHSAA. Again, next Pioneer field hockey game will be Friday over in Shaker Heights in Livonia, the Cleveland area. That's the 3 p.m. game. Next home game is going to be Sunday at 11 p.m. That will be versus Nichols School, I believe. So we have that out there. Then a big match on the 9th. That's going to be Skyline here. So that'll be a rematch of the state championship game from last season. That'll be on the 9th at 6 p.m. versus Skyline. CTN will be here. So if you get bored of our broadcast, CTN will have it up the next day. Let's play a few messages from the MHSAA.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Where can you find good information on
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Again, I want to make a correction. I said that the game on Sunday will be 11 p.m. That would be crazy. It is 11 a.m. on Sunday, the next home game for the field hockey team. We'll have we plan on having the JV football game tomorrow versus Lincoln. That will be a 6:30 game tomorrow. Looking forward to that. The varsity football team will be at Lincoln. Lincoln does, I believe, have the NFHS network at their stadium. So check that out to watch that game. Pioneer football, varsity football, 1-0 on the season. Big win versus Adrian. Here, the Pioneer field hockey team is 2-0, but they're down 1-0 here to Dexter. Pioneer going from right to left here in this third period. 15 minutes up on the clock as we're getting ready to go. Park down to our right. Owen Smith down to our left, and the center hit moved all the way back. Picked up, here comes Dexter trying to knock that away. Good battle. That's going to be whistled back the other way as Hoden, again, getting aggressive, racing to that ball. Hoden, again, a good challenge in that one. Again, back to Dexter, as that will be Mitchell with it. Mitchell will bring that back towards midfield. 30 seconds gone here in this third quarter. 1-0 Dexter with the lead, just shy of midfield. Dexter. Mitchell with it. Mitchell looks to her left. Mitchell now brings it up the field. Mitchell trying to get it past, and that one just out of the outstretched arms of St. Amour. That will be Rollins, who will get restarted on the near sideline. Rollins moves it ahead. Here comes racing down Grabowski. There's a whistle. Pioneer with the restart as McGowan has it on the near sideline. McGowan sweeps it ahead to Grabowski. Grabowski now trying to get towards the center of the field. And pulled, now coming ahead with it. Here comes Sutton. Sutton trying to get through traffic. That ball all the way down on the near sideline. Stopped there by Solden. Solden heads down the goal line. Solden trying to work her way into the shooter's circle. Solden gets past the Dexter defender. Shot, there's a save as that's sent out, and that will be a 16-yard hit as Owen Smith got a pad on it to knock that away, saving a Pioneer goal. 13:25 left to go here in the third. 1-0. Dexter with it. That goes out the near sideline. Pioneer has it in the offensive zone. McGowan with it on the near sideline. McGowan moves it back. Rollins has it. Rollins trying to chip it ahead and pulled back over on the far side by Grant. Now stealing it away. Here comes Pioneer. Tipped it over as Grabowski trying to get through traffic. A trio of Dexter players there, and Dexter comes away with it with the restart. Grabowski poking it back, but that is Dexter's ball. As Mitchell with it. Mitchell. .45 left to go here in the third. 1-0 Dexter with the lead. They have the ball down the near wing right over the 50. Coming ahead with it is Graybill. Graybill trying to move it ahead. Rollins, another good stop. Rollins over to McGowan. McGowan trying to sweep it ahead. Whistle there. Dexter will bring it back. It's racing back to get it is Graybill. Graybill has it set on the near sideline. Graybill sends it back over the 50. Now bringing it ahead. Racing with it. That poked as Mitchell had it. That goes out the near sideline. That's going to be Pioneer's ball as Rollins has it on the near sideline. 11:50 left to go here in the third. 1-0. Dexter with the lead, bringing it ahead. Here comes McGowan. McGowan trying to chip it down the near sideline. That will come all the way back. Rollins will have it. Down on the near sideline, Rollins feeds it over to Solden. That slips right off and pulled back away by Mitchell. Mitchell trying to turn on it. Whistle there. That's going to stay Dexter's ball as Mitchell brings it ahead on a restart. Mitchell coming down the near sideline. Mitchell trying to feed it ahead. That grab back over there by St. Amour. St. Amour sends it towards the center of the field. That grab back over there by Dubuque. Dubuque trying to get past. Knocked away by Jimenez. Dubuque still with it. Now moves over. There's a shot. As that just goes wide. Shot there by St. Amour. That off of the side of the goal. Comes out for a 16-yard hit as Jimenez puts it down over on the far side. Grab there, trying to move it ahead. Dexter pulls it away. Pioneer trying to sweep it over. Battle back over there as Peeker trying to pull it down. Now Jimenez with it. Jimenez trying to feed it away. Now Sutton puts it down on the far sideline. Here comes Pioneer as that's swept all the way towards midfield. Picked up there. Here comes Pioneer as that's taken away. Trying to come down was Houghton. That will be Pioneer with the restart as Solden puts it down on that far wing. Across as that was Jones who earned the corner. Jones coming down on the far side of the shooter's circle. Contact there, and that earns a corner, and Pioneer again looking to get this game level. 1-0. Dexter with the lead here at 9:55 left to go here in the third. Grabowski heads back to take the corner. She'll get set up on the far side of the goal. Grabowski looks to her left, gets the whistle. Grabowski sends it on the far wing over to Jones. Jones takes a shot. And that knocked down and saved there. Dexter's ball. 9:20 left to go here in the third. Dexter brings it out to the 16. That's Mitchell with it. Mitchell trying to get it. Hoden trying to knock that away. Graybill up the near sideline. Poked back as McGowan trying to steal it away. Now Solden trying to knock that back. That's going to be Pioneers' ball. Here comes Grabowski. Grabowski comes down the near wing. Grabowski trying to get into the shooter circle. Coming down the goal line. Grabowski trying to feed it out in front. And that's in.
Goal, Pioneer. Pioneer, goal.
As that was Bonenberger. Hoden with that excellent job, number 13. Hoden puts it in, and it's tied 1-1 here in the third. 8:45 left to go here, and it's a Pioneer goal that makes it. Hoden, number 13, picks up the goal now, coming down onto the near sideline. Here comes Hoden, trying to get her second goal. Hoden poked away, and that will go out the end line.
Pioneer 1, Dexter 1.
And ball will come back. Brady has it. Brady moves it onto the near sideline to McGowan. McGowan trying to get past. Dexter knocks it down, but McGowan, good job going back to get that ball, not giving up. And slips past Rollins. Jimenez comes back to grab it. Jimenez in the midfield area, trying to feed it right over midfield. Knocked down. Here comes Pioneer over McGowan. Chips it ahead. And slips over. Coming ahead with it is Solden. Solden in the shooter circle. Solden coming in. That comes to the far side and just not able to get to it. Jones as Zugabe was right there with it. That goes out the far sideline. Pioneer with the goal and a couple good opportunities after that, trying to keep the pressure on. Dexter, 1-1 is our score. 7:35 left to go. Dexter has it on their own side of midfield as that's chipped all the way over by Dubuque. Now moved over to Graybill. Graybill tips it, and that goes out the near sideline. That will be Pioneers' ball. Rollins has it on the near sideline. Rollins gets it back on the near sideline. Rollins trying to move it ahead. Here comes Grabowski. That poked out the near sideline. Grabowski will leave it for Rollins to restart just on her own side of the 50. Rollins sweeps it ahead. Coming down with it, Grabowski. Grabowski sends it towards the center of the field. Knocked down by Dexter there. Solden trying to peel that away, back over by Zugabe. Ball over onto the far wing. Here comes Dexter up. Is grabbing it is Zugabe. Ball just shy of midfield. That'll be a restart by Dexter. Up the far sideline. That ball picked up back over there by Krofchick. Krofchick goes out the end line. 16-yard hit for Pioneers. 6:30 left to go here in the third. Schultz comes in for Pioneer. 1-1 is our score here in the third. Jimenez comes out for the 16-yard hit. Gets that set. Jimenez moves it back over into the far corner. Controlled there as Peeker goes, and that goes out the far sideline. That's going to be Dexter's ball as Zugabe has it. Zugabe trying to move it over. Grabowski trying to steal that away. Now Scheid puts it over onto the near wing. There's a shot tipped, and that'll go out the end line. That will be Pioneers' ball as that'll come out to the 16. 5:40 left to go here in the third. 1-1 is our score. Jimenez has it. Brings it out to the 16 to get things started for Pioneer. Jimenez looks back over. Jimenez sends it over into the far corner for Pickert. Now trying to bring it ahead. Brady with it on that, Sutton on that far sideline. Stolen away. Coming ahead with it is Huffman. Knocked down there by Jimenez. Jimenez feeds it onto the far sideline. Racing ahead with it, trying to pull away is Jones. There's a whistle. Jones will restart. Jones trying to get over the 50. That one's going to go back over Dexter's way. Set up. Zugabe has it on the far sideline. Zugabe lifts it high in the air. Jones trying to take that away. That went off of a Dexter player. Grabbed by Grabowski. Grabowski moves it over on the far sideline. That's Sutton ahead. Grabowski with it. Grabowski trying to sweep it all the way down. Racing back, trying to get to it. That ball controlled. Back over there by Mitchell. Now stealing away. Here comes Pioneer into the shooter circle and a whistle as Solden coming in. And that's going to be a stroke.
Penalty stroke awarded to Pioneer.
So big penalty stroke here. Solden has it at the spot. As Owen Smith prepared. Here's the whistle. Solden puts it up and in. Off the glove. Solden scores on the penalty stroke. And with 4:16 left to go here in the third. And Pioneer takes the lead 2-1. That ball will come out for the center hit. Goals by Hoden and Solden as Pioneer up by a goal. That ball all the way back, controlled by Dexter. They move it over onto the near sideline. Bringing it ahead is Graybill, knocked down by McGowan. McGowan trying to poke it away. McGowan and Graybill still battling there. Ball right now onto the near sideline. Poked ahead. That's going to go out the near sideline. That will come back. Dexter will have it. Graybill looking over to her left. Graybill trying to feed it through traffic. That pulled away. Good job by Brady. Brady over. Now Picard gets it ahead. Here comes Sutton. Sutton trying to feed it ahead down that far sideline. Sutton right over midfield. Trying to get it through traffic, and good job stealing it away by Dexter. Back over on that far sideline. That's Grant with it. That ball will go out the far sideline. It's going to be Pioneer's ball over there. Grabowski has it just over midfield. Grabowski sweeps it ahead. Here comes Pioneer. Solden with it. Solden coming down the far wing. Solden makes a move, gets into the shooter circle. Solden, with the shot. And that one will go over as Dexter will have it as a 16-yard hit. 2-1. Pioneer with the lead. 2:50 left to go here in the third. Big third period by Pioneer trying to keep the pressure on. Graybill has it. That will go out the near sideline. Pioneer with it. McGowan has it on the near sideline. McGowan sweeps it and trying to hold it in. Valiant attempt back over there by Schultz. Just couldn't hold it in. Just off the tip of the stick. It'll be a 16-yard hit here for Dexter. As they bring it out with 2:20 left to go here in the third. Bringing it over, Mitchell with it. Mitchell have it just inside the near sideline. Mitchell trying to bring it ahead. That went right off of Graybill out the near sideline. McGowan with it. McGowan gets things started for Pioneer. McGowan trying to get it ahead to Grabowski. Grabowski trying to feed her way through traffic. Grabowski trying to get into the shooter circle. Poked away from her. As that was Weinman who provided pressure, and that will be Dexter's ball as they'll bring that back out to the 16. Fake to Weinman, now coming ahead. Here comes McGowan. McGowan trying to get to Solden. Solden racing down into the shooter circle. Solden cuts towards the middle. Solden with a shot. That goes just wide. And will go out the end line. That ball will be Pioneer's ball as they'll bring that 25 yards out. They'll start. That's stolen away by Dexter. Here comes Dexter racing down the middle as bringing it out is Mitchell. Mitchell trying to get around traffic is Jimenez. Trying to slow her up. There's a whistle, and that's going to be a restart. As Dexter will have to move back, much to the disappointment of the Dexter fans. Grant has it. Grant just over midfield. About 10 yards. Grant between the hash marks. Rockets that forward. Knocked down by Rollins. Rollins trying to get it out of the shooter circle. Now coming down, Peekert. Battling on that far wing, Peekert. Battling back there with Grant, and that will be the ball out. Dexter controls back in the midfield area. All the way over to Graybill on the near wing. Graybill brings it ahead. Graybill looking for a cross. Graybill trying to work her way over. Good defense back there. Great job by Pioneer as battling. That was McGowan who got her stick in the way. 25 seconds left to go here in the third. Dexter trying to get the game level. Pioneer trying to hold on to the lead. Coming ahead down the near side with it is Mitchell. Mitchell looking for a cross. Mitchell, that blasted across, knocked down in the shooter's circle, poked ahead. Good job by Park to knock it down. That ball still loose, whistle. That's going to be a corner with 2 seconds left, so they will play out this corner. So untimed play here as all the way over Weinman will bring the ball in on the far side of the goal. Weinman sends it to the top of the shooter's circle. Now over to the far side. Kicked away. Still loose, knocked down. Still battle for it, and that is Pioneer's ball. And that will do it for the third. Going into the end of the third, it is 2-1 Pioneer with the lead going into the fourth.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
As we are back underway, Dexter has the ball, bringing it ahead. There's a shot that just goes wide. just a touch wide, and that will be a come out to 16 for Pioneer. Here in the fourth, 2-1, Pioneer with the lead. Again, JV football tomorrow, 6:30 versus Lincoln. As that ball sent down onto the far sideline. Pioneer trying to bring it ahead. As racing ahead, Jones with it. Jones down that far sideline. Jones trying to keep it in the far sideline. Dexter trying to come the other direction with it. I believe that's Grant with it. Now Grant will restart. Grant swings it back towards the 50. That ball picked back up. Mitchell with it. Mitchell moves it back. Grab there is sent ahead by Claire. Down onto the far sideline. Grabowski with it. Grabowski trying to move it ahead for Pioneer. As Jones was chasing that out the far sideline. Pioneer will restart as Piekert has it. Here comes Grabowski. Grabowski trying to get past a trio of Dexter defenders and pulled back away by Dubuque. Dubuque feeds it ahead. Rollins trying to knock it down. That grabbed over there by Weinman. Trying to bring it ahead. That goes Pioneer's way as Rollins will have it. Just in the midfield area. Rollins all the way over onto the near wing to McGowan. McGowan trying to get over the 50. McGowan sweeps it ahead. Just past Schultz. That comes all the way back deep. Grabbed by Dexter, coming up. Mitchell up the near wing, and that goes out the near sideline. Pressure back there by Solden. That will be a restart for Dexter and Mitchell. 2-1, Pioneer with the lead. 12:55 left to go. Pioneer trying to keep this lead. Dexter had the lead as they scored in the second. Battle forward. McGowan trying to keep that. That goes Pioneer's way. McGowan sweeps it ahead. Knocked down by Solden. Whistle there. That'll be a restart for Pioneer as Grabowski has it. Grabowski feeds it all the way ahead. Coming in. Here comes, that is swinging around out in front. Battle as that goes right out. Battle for it as Schultz. Battle that comes right back out to the 25. Rollins with it there. Rollins. Get it set back on the 25. Pioneer up by a goal. Rollins all the way over back over to Piekert. Piekert. Now back over to Jimenez. Jimenez right at midfield. Jimenez racing Dexter player coming ahead. Jimenez controls using her body to protect. Back over to Piekert. Piekert down the far sideline. Knocked down back over there by Dexter. Racing over to try and get to that was Krofchick. That's going to be a restart by Dexter. Swept back by Grant. All the way back over. Bringing it ahead is Claire. Claire puts it down on the far sideline. Jones trying to steal that away. Solden back over to Jones. Jones bringing it up the field. Jones trying to get into the shooter circle. Jones on the right in, and that goes in. Jones to McGowan, who puts it in. So Pioneer makes it 3-1 on the McGowan goal from Jones.
We believe Clara Jones and McGowan were involved in the scoring.
That goes out the near sideline. That is going to be Dexter's ball on the near sideline. 11:14 left to go. Pioneer with 3 straight unanswered goals. They're trying to keep Dexter down and not getting momentum back. Dexter trying to bring it ahead. Good job by Grabowski. Grabowski feeds it over onto the far wing. That's sent ahead by Piekert. Jones trying to get to it. That out into the Pioneer bench. That went off of Dexter. Jones quickly moves it ahead. Whistle there. 10:45 left to go.
We just received clarification. The Pioneer third goal gets credited unassisted to Clara Jones.
So it was Jones who put it in. Battle back there, did an excellent job to come down the goal line and put in a wide angle shot. Jones really worked hard on that, and that gives Pioneer a 2-goal cushion. Battle on the far sideline. Dexter brings the ball back. They'll have it on the far sideline on their own side of midfield. Swept ahead, that over to Grant. Grant right on the center, over to Scheib. Scheib down onto the near wing, over to Zugabe. Zugabe trying to bring it ahead. Knocked away by Rollins. Rollins heads the other direction. Rollins coming down the near wing. Rollins over midfield. Rollins coming into the offensive zone. Rollins racing ahead with it. That poked back away the other direction. Here comes Dexter. Now racing ahead with it. Mitchell goes out the near sideline. That will be Pioneers' ball as McGowan has it set there. McGowan. Sense of urgency. Now Dexter comes over to try and steal that away. Krofchick has it. Krofchick. And sent up the middle of the pitch, trying to move it over to Dubuque. Ball back the other way. Here comes Pioneer. And it's going to be a whistle. Brady will restart. Brady sweeps it down on the far sideline over to Jones, and that just slips past out of bounds. Dexter's ball with 9 minutes left, 3-1. Pioneer with 3 straight goals in the second half, trying to get a big win over a very good Dexter team. That popped up high. That's going to be Pioneer's ball. As Solden will have to restart. They'll bring it back as on the far sideline. Sutton trying to move it ahead. Solden with it coming in. Solden trying to get the wide angle shot. And it's in. Solden scores. Pioneer with another goal in the fourth as they make it 4 straight. Solden gets her second goal of the game at 8:28. The Pioneer offense has come alive in this second half, and Dexter wants to talk things over at 8:28. Well, again, we'll have tomorrow the JV football game at 6:30 here at Hollway Field. Come on out as they take on Ypsilanti Lincoln. And then on Friday, the field hockey team will be over in Shaker Heights at 3 o'clock, playing over in the Cleveland area. Then the field hockey team will be back at 11 a.m. here on Sunday. So watch a little field hockey before your NFL action. And check that out. So nice time to come on out. Should be a beautiful Sunday. The varsity football team, by the way, on Friday will be playing at Ypsilanti Lincoln. I believe that one will be on the NFHS network. I will double check that and we'll tweet that link out. Both squads talking things over here. 4-1 Pioneer with the lead. 8:28 left to go here. Temperature has dropped. It was a good 78 degrees earlier. Now it's 67. It's truly fall here in Michigan, as you never know what to expect on a daily basis with the weather. Dexter breaks the huddle and comes out as Owen Smith runs down to the left. And Pioneer going from right to left. They have the 3-goal lead. Ready to go with the center hit is Claire. That moved over. Excuse me, that was Walsh. Ball back. Bringing ahead Graybill. Graybill puts it right on the near sideline. Krofchick with it, but that is Pioneer's ball. McGowan quickly over to Grabowski. Grabowski racing up the near wing, trying to get it over to McGowan. That just out of her reach out. The near sideline, that will be Dexter's ball. 8:05 left to go here in the third. Moved over by Krofchick, now up the near sideline. Taken away by Grabowski. Grabowski still trying to work that ball ahead. That goes out the near sideline. Pioneer will restart there. Rollins comes over to take that. But 10 yards over midfield. Rollins gets it right back over. Brady all the way across. Peekert with it there. Peekert trying to move it ahead, is trying to pull that back away. Sutton, now that ball right at midfield. And Brady trying to get it away. Brady and Sutton working on that far sideline. Dexter trying to move it over towards the middle. And chipped ahead down as Jimenez has it. That's going to be Pioneer with a restart. Jimenez brings it back. As we approach the 7-minute mark, 4-1, Pioneer with the lead. Rollins has it. Rollins ahead to McGowan. That chipped back. Ball right on the near sideline, trying to bring that ahead is Conklin. Conklin feeding it over to Weinman. Weinman trying to get past. And poked out, but that will be a restart here by Dexter. So they'll move that back over to Zugabe. Zugabe rockets it all the way back to Mitchell. Mitchell over onto the near wing. Mitchell launches it ahead. Knocked down there by Grabowski. Grabowski brings it ahead. Grabowski over onto the near wing. Grabowski sweeps it over. Solden racing, trying to get to it. That pulled back. Grabbing it the other direction. Huffman. And down on that far side, and that goes out the far sideline. Pioneer with the ball there. 6:15 left to go here in the third. Quickly down the far sideline. Battle for it there. And it's going to be Dexter's ball as Mitchell has it. Sending it towards the center. Racing over to try and get to that. Maya Hammerman. Dexter ahead. That poked away from Zugabe. Zugabe racing down the near wing. Zugabe into the offensive zone. Zugabe trying to send it all the way down for Conklin. Conklin trying to keep it in. That goes out the end line. That brings it out to the 16-yard line for Pioneer. Right over, grabbing it. Trying to keep it in, Grabowski. Now coming across with it is Weinman. Weinman sweeping it into the shooter circle. Great job by Jimenez to knock it away. Jimenez up the far side. Jimenez gets around a Dexter player. Jimenez stops there, lifts it ahead. Now knocked down by Dexter, headed the other direction. Grabowski again trying to steal that away. Grabowski feeds it ahead. Now grabbing it. Here comes Maya Hammerman. Maya Hammerman sweeps it, trying to move it over. Picked up by Kolb. Kolb sends it into the shooter circle. That poked away. Dexter with it. But that is going to be a corner for Pioneer.
Pioneer corner.
4:53 left to go here in the fourth. 4-1 Pioneer with the lead under the lights here at Hollway Field. And it's going to be Grabowski over on the near side of the goal. Grabowski moves it, top of the shooter's circle. Solden moves it over, back to Solden. Solden with the shot, looking for the hat trick. That knocked away. Solden trying to get it back. That ball loose, comes over, and a whistle. That's going to come out to the 16-yard hit for Dexter. 4:30 left to go. That ball controlled by Pioneer over to Grabowski. Grabowski sweeps it. And just on the edge of the shooter's circle, coming back the other way is Dexter. Down now as that's grabbed over by St. Amour. Down on the near sideline, that goes out. Couldn't quite handle it. And it will be Pioneer's ball as Rollins comes over to get things going here. Rollins. Back over. Grabbed and swept all the way over by Brady. Over on the far sideline, Sutton trying to move it ahead. Ball swept ahead down that far wing, trying to get to it is Solden. Solden back there. Solden battling back over there with Claire. There's now the ball into the shooter circle. Shot and a score. Solden gets the hat trick. At 3:44, Solden gets the hat trick and puts in her third.
Pioneer's fifth.
Pulled away. Dubuque has it for the center hit. 5-1 Pioneer. 5 straight unanswered goals. 3:35 left to go. Bonenberger in for Pioneer. Rollins to get things going again on a restart on the near sideline. Rollins looks up the field. Rollins sends it. That knocked down by St. Amour. St. Amour trying to feed it into the shooter's circle. Battle there, trying to spin over, trying to get to it is Krofchik. Krofchik down on the goal line. That goes out.
That's their third goal of the night.
That'll come all the way back. Zugabe with it. Zugabe over onto the near side, trying to get to that St. Amour. St. Amour looking for a cross. That comes out to the tip of the shooter's circle. That whacked right back. Whistle, and that will go out to the 16-yard. 16-yard hit here as Jimenez comes out. 2:45 left to go here in the fourth. Pioneer up 5-1. Rollins has it on the near wing. Rollins trying to feed it ahead. Here comes Grabowski. Grabowski into the midfield area. Trying to move it over to Maya Hammerman. That one's stolen away by Zugabe. That is going to be Dexter's ball here. 2:25 left to go. Zugabe with it on the near sideline. Zugabe trying to send it down the near sideline. That flipped over. Krofchik chasing it down. Krofchik trying to get across into the shooter circle. Shot there, knocked away by Park. Great save by Park. Here comes Rollins. Rollins down on the near wing. Rollins trying to get away from a trio of Dexter players. That goes out the near sideline. That will be Pioneer's ball. 2 minutes left to go. 5-1 Pioneer. Rollins has it on the near sideline. Always a good game when Dexter and Pioneer battle. McGowan trying to bring it ahead. Knocked down. Rollins now trying to poke that away. Here comes Grabowski. Grabowski sends it back over. Picked up back over there. Brady sends it all the way across. Now Bonenberger trying to get to that. Bonenberger battling over onto the far wing, trying to get that away from Grant. Bonenberger continuing to play a good defense. That sent into the shooter's circle, and that will come back out to the 16. It's Pioneer's ball. 1:20 left to go. Ball all the way over. That'll go out the near sideline. That will be Dexter's ball. 1:10 left to go. Brought ahead. Here comes St. Amour. St. Amour gets into the shooter's circle. Down the goal line. That will go out, and that will be Pioneer's ball. 1 minute left to go here in the fourth. 5-1. Pioneer with the lead. Jimenez all the way back to Rollins in the near corner. Rollins over to McGowan. McGowan trying to feed it ahead. That went right off of a Dexter player. That will be Pioneer's ball. 42 seconds left to go. Stolen away by Zugabe. Zugabe ahead. Gets that over to St. Amour. St. Amour trying to get into the shooter circle. Excuse me. That's St. Amour. That was Weinman. Ahead Wyman with the cross. That tipped out in front. Park with the save. And that goes out the far side. Out the end line, and that will be Pioneer's ball with 20 seconds left to go. Excuse me, Dexter pulls that back. That's Dexter's ball all the way back out at the 25, trying to race into the shooter's circle. Battle for it there as Mitchell trying to fire it. And that will be a goal for Dexter. I think it was 15 Mitchell who got that one.
William Mitchell gets credit for the score.
So with 10 seconds left, Dexter gets a goal by Mitchell. Pioneer with the center hit. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Pioneer has won 5-2. Has a great battle versus Dexter as they get 5 goals straight. After the second half, Dexter able to stop the goal run, but not before the damage is done. Pioneer comes away with a 5-2 victory. We'll see you here 6:30 tomorrow for the JV football game, and then Sunday 11 o'clock for the next home game by this Pioneer field hockey team. So 11 a.m. Sunday here at Hollway Field. We'd love to see you there. Thank you very much for my cameraman, James Wiseman. Have a fantastic rest of your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.